This is the Doctor continuing the Panzer Corps 2 playthrough. I'm on Kiev South, so I'll restart the mission to get the briefing.
Well, Herr General, I hope you're sitting down, because you're not going to like what I have to tell you. Your new orders, effective immediately, are to halt the advance towards Moscow and swing back south in the direction of Kiev in the Ukrainian SSR. Apparently, there is a huge pocket of Soviet troops forming there. Some estimates reach 500,000. It's your job to deal with them. The majority of your targets are here, from Chernigov to Konotop to Mirgorod. This roughly triangular area has too many Soviet forces for us to simply ignore. We need you to get your forces in there and clear them out. Every airfield, every town, every city, every farmhouse, and even Kiev itself must be completely subdued. You had best get your men moving quickly. It's a long detour to Kiev, and twice as far to double back to Moscow.
Alright, the Kiev battle. What do I got? Another aiming assistant. I had a good result with the aiming assistant hero earlier. I could put it on another artillery. Or maybe I should put on a bomber of some sort. I wonder how it works in the air. But yeah, that's definitely a good hero. Alright, I am going to pause the video here while I reorganize my troops. The only thing I want to call out is I do seem to have a lot of money. 5,000 prestige. We even have 2 Italian units here. The other super obvious thing to me is we are not going to attack Kiev frontally. That seems like a terrible idea. We want to go for some encirclements. Right? These rivers should block supply, right? Pretty sure. Well, if not, we can put a unit here and here, and that'll block the supplies. Anyway, I'm going to pause the video here. Alright, I finished redeploying all my troops. A couple things to note. I purchased a PAK 38, a 5cm anti-tank gun, mounted on a half-track. This thing was pretty expensive. It was 300 prestige, but I figure I might as well take advantage of units like this to offer anti-tank support, since I expect the Russians to attack with a lot of tank units. I also purchased another AA gun. I should probably buy more of these. I did not realize until recently that these AA guns only cost 1 core slot. They're actually kind of expensive, 300 prestige, but they have a range of 2. This one, the Flakvirling, has rapid fire times 2, so it shoots double the number of shots. It has 20 attacks. That's pretty good for 1 core slot. I should be making more use of AA. Plus, it has the ability to switch to a different mode. Wonder what it's like in the switched mode. AT support, huh? Oh, what are the stats? Really? Hard attack? Should have really good soft attack. That's what these things were good at. But okay, whatever. Well, what's the 88 gun? 5 soft attack. Oh, and it doesn't have the its massive bonus, right? So right now, it has the rapid fire, but if I switch it, it loses rapid fire. So this, oh no, it does have it. Never mind. That's really good. Well, lots of potential here with this type of unit. Also, I installed a recent patch that should make it so that when the 88 gun switches to anti-tank mode, it'll stay in that mode when I dismount. That should be a massive help as well. Although, I don't know if I even need this PAK unit anymore. I just wasn't sure what else to buy. I wanted to leave 2 core slots open so that I can do some split units to force surrenders and so forth to get more prestige. I have lots, 4,000, but can't hurt to have more. The plan is simple. We have 30 turns. That's like an eternity on this map. I'm gonna be very slow and methodical. We'll ignore Kiev for now. With all these units in front of it, yeah, we're not taking that city without encircling it and weakening everything. So we will begin to sweep around the right-hand side of the map, take Poltava and Sumy, try to focus on maybe capturing some of these airfields here in the middle. I expect lots of big battles. The few units we got from Army Group Center will slowly whittle away at these Soviet troops, maybe pull off an encirclement or two north of the Desna River. And then once I sweep out the right-hand side of the map, we're going to concentrate everything and make a big push to the left. Purchase a bridge engineer. We'll probably use a bridge engineer here. Sweep some tanks around to encircle the city. Once it's encircled for a few turns, it should be a simple matter of just wiping out the weakened units. It's kind of a interesting... I like a lot of these changes to battle mechanics. I really hope the Soviets don't get a brilliant idea of busting out of their city and start capturing some of these hexes. That could be a problem if that happens. But I suspect the AI is set to passive mode for these units. Now, before I begin, I also just want to give a shout out to David Stahl, who's an excellent Eastern Front historian. He wrote 5 good books so far covering various early war battles, including one called Kiev 1941, which I think is his second best work, because this is one of the few English literature books that actually talks about this campaign in full detail. Most of the time the campaign is like covering maybe a chapter at most, or even a couple paragraphs about how the Germans lost time by sending troops to attack Kiev instead of charging on Moscow, which, first of all, there are so many things wrong with that. Number one, in August of 1941, in front of Moscow, there were massive Soviet reserve armies launching daily counterattacks along the entire front of Army Group Central. In fact, it was to such a point that there is a battle called Yelna, which Zhukov personally supervised, that there must have been 4 or 5 attacks over, like massive attacks over the period of a month or so, and it finally forced the Germans to evacuate this bridgehead at Yelna. They eventually took it back at the start of Typhoon, but it was one of the few cases where the Germans were actually driven back early in the war. Now, the Soviet tactics at the time were horrific. They were very, very incompetent tactically. It just involved human wave attacks for the most part, because their NCOs were not trained in anything more complicated than that. So the losses on the Soviet side were huge, but does not change the fact that Army Group Center was facing serious resistance. In contrast, the Kiev encirclement, I believe it was I forget what the front was called, Southern Front, was very weak. And so there was actually a golden opportunity for Guderian's 2nd Panzer Group to, in conjunction with Panzer Group 1 from von Kleist, to actually complete the encirclement. And the main reason wasn't even how good the German troops were. They were quite exhausted at that point. Their Panzer troops were down to often less than 50% operational effectiveness. It was mostly because Stalin refused to allow evacuations of the Kiev pocket until it was basically encircled, by which point it was too late. And that's what caused the disaster. In any event, I highly recommend you check out this book. I think his best work is his latest one, The Retreat from Moscow, which also talks about a period of war that is scarcely covered outside of a few paragraphs about how the Soviets launched their counteroffensive in 1941, in late 1941, and the Germans were driven back from Moscow. That's the extent of most of the treatments. But that book goes into the Soviet campaign and the German response in great detail, especially the German response. It's very illuminating. Anyway, let's begin the battle. I have unused core slots. Yes, I do want to. And now? Alright, 30 turns. That's like an eternity. Why do I have so long? Well, let's begin. Oh no, I should begin, as always, with the Recon Plane. Well, I'm gonna scout out some of that. So let's do something like this. Okay, 2 Soviet cavalry. And what is this? Strategic bomber. Not super worried about that thing. If we can capture that airfield, it would be very good. Some BT tanks, some SU infantry. I have to kill, what, 88 units? All units? That's a lot of units. Alright. Let's scout like this. What do we got? Woo! B-34s. Lots of units, that's for sure. Lots of infantry as well. Some combat engineers, tanks. This is going to be a tricky campaign. Now, let's see. Is there any sort of thing hitting the forest? No. There might be units staring those hexes, but probably not many. I don't know if I actually need a pioneer here. I was always planning on moving the bridge engineer there. Lots of Soviets. Now, I don't know if they're gonna attack me like crazy or not, but this city we should take by encircling. What is this, a BT tank? Alright, well, we'll put the, is this an T-28? Really good soft attack. Do something like this. So, all the units are covered. BT tanks are not super damaging, and this unit can cover all of this. They launch their human wave attacks against me, I'll be fine. Oh, also, the Soviets won the war not through human wave attacks, that wouldn't have worked, but because they got much better operationally and tactically. That's why they won. It was not just some material advantage. Alright, what do we got here? Well, we should probably cover some of these units with the, It says here I'll be suppressed by 1. I want to see something. I don't want that unit to retreat. It has 7 heart attack, and I have 15 ground defense. I think if your difference is 8, you cannot actually lose strength points. So I'm just gonna attack. Yeah. And then I could use a Ju-87 to finish this off. Gonna protect my units. I suppose it's possible for this unit to rush out and attack me. That would actually be really good if that happened. Alright. Yeah, I do want Poltava. I want that airfield more than anything else. Now, the AI... let's move up one more. There's nothing. There could be something here, but I can't move into the forest. Also, the forest should slow them down quite a bit. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn, that cavalry can reach that hex. It can't reach this hex, though. But then I would have to waste extra fuel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is honestly the best hex to go to. Now, the question is, how should I deploy my infantry? This battle group to the right is kind of weak. If I can clear out some of these units here near Mirgorod, then Soviets shouldn't be able to do much to counterattack. Do I want a pioneer? There's some rough terrain here. Still a city, which we can encircle. Might take some effort. In the center, this city we're gonna encircle and take. But I might be better to have a pioneer there for that. Oh, right, Poltava is a supply hex. I can't encircle it. Okay, so I definitely need a pioneer then. Yeah, I think I want 2 infantry. This city we can encircle and very slowly whittle away while clearing out the rest of this stuff here. So it seems a little strange, but I'm gonna move my infantry to take Poltava because it can't be encircled. Alright, let's check the center here. I think I also put an aiming hero on this Ju-87. I just wanted to see what would happen. Does it affect the units, like the land units adjacent to it? I just want to find out for science. It probably doesn't, in which case I'll not do that anymore. Let's move the recon unit up. Alright, that unit is starting to get a little weakened. We could send in the pioneers. Don't have a bridge engineer here, so... the Soviets don't really have any tanks here. We want this thing to cover. Wow, the Pioneer can realistically only go here, so that's not very interesting. They use a tank to get a little more mass attack bonus. That was a heavy hit to the Pioneer, but that's okay. Nice. Oh, I should have thought about putting some artillery to cover. Maybe like this. But it doesn't matter, right? The Soviets can't actually move anything. All right, this is a heavy weapon infantry. Their tanks are irrelevant. They don't have... Well, they have this infantry. Alright. Better cover it for good measure. I don't know what to do with this. The 88 gun's gonna cover. Sure. Alright, so... Alright, what other units do I have to move? Another fighter. I don't know if the Soviets can find... I'm worried. The AI sometimes will make unexpected moves. Better do something like that. Oh, I have Army Group Center. I forgot all about this. Okay. Let's see. What do we got here? Artillery. Definitely want to take care of that. Can I switch this? Yes. Rapid fire ×2. Cool. I don't think I want to switch. Not until their AA units are taken care of. Let's see. What else we got? I was afraid of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Overrun there doesn't really make sense. We can encircle this unit. So we can circle 2 of those units. Nothing. I don't care about the anti-tank gun. It can't do anything to us. Definitely need to do a lot of these encirclements. There could be a unit there, I suppose. But unlikely. So if we can take these bridges, that would help a lot. Take out that artillery. And now we just wait patiently. Wait for these units to get weakened. I know I have some infantry, but attacking into these entrenched regulars, yeah, that seems like a horrifically bad idea. I also need a scout to see what else is over here. Blocking off some of these access points and then sweeping north makes sense to me. I want to concentrate my troops. Generally want to do that. I'll put this heavy weapon infantry here in case the Soviets get any sort of clever ideas. If I force march, what would that do? It doesn't really do anything. How do I unforce march? Do I control Z? Can I not do it? Really? I could have sworn there was a way to undo it. I just wanted to see what hexes I could reach if I force marched. Alright, well, it's a minor issue. I'll just move back. I don't like putting infantry out front with no support. Concentrate our units. The 8 gun is in a good position. These are encircling. Good. I love these encirclement mechanics. It's just so great. This is gonna be rough. I feel like I need Ju-87s to blast my way through here. But then the Soviets are gonna launch massive counterattacks. Alright. First turn over. How many units did I destroy? 3? That's I need to destroy about 3 a turn on average. But some turns, I feel like I'm gonna destroy a lot more. Let's see what happens. That was annoying. Yep, this is what I expected to happen. Go ahead, counterattack me. I'm not afraid. Yes, shoot down my scout plane. I don't care. Oh, this sucks. I could lose that unit. Oh, okay, it survived somehow. Ow. I do not like taking damage on my Ju-87. Alright. These units, if we just wait one more turn, they're going to be even weaker. The cavalry is what I need to take out. I could just split this unit up again. I really don't care if it dies. It's so cheap. And the scouting information is so valuable. Do you need to whittle away? What is this, a MiG? I need to pause the video here to think. Alright, I thought about this a little bit. This right-hand side at Poltava, this right flank is very problematic thanks to these 2 Soviet cavalry. I do have overstrength Panzer II with heroes, but I am not confident without artillery support I won't take damage, like significant damage against these cavalry. So I do want artillery backup. Soviets do seem pretty aggressive. First thing I'm going to do is scout like this. See if there's anything hidden in that hex. Nope. Unfortunately, my artillery cannot move far enough. So I have to do something like this. Next, this MiG, there seems to me to be a golden opportunity to take it out. And we can get some artillery cover. This is gonna look potentially a little strange as a battle formation. But I think I'm gonna like it. Let's take out this MiG first. Probably gonna need 2 fighters. Good. Now I can move my best Ju-87 up. This thing is fully suppressed. No reason not to just overrun it. There's an artillery up there that is very vulnerable if I choose to press the attack, which I may or may not. Probably not. There is still some infantry here that we can now start work on encircling. If I take, pretty sure this hex, it would encircle them. These entrenched infantry are not so scary once they're encircled. Now the question is, what Soviet tanks are left here? Let's do this. I do not care about my Recon Plane at all. In fact, I can send you off, and then I could reinforce this one if I wanted to. If they want to shoot down my Recon Plane, go ahead, buddy. All right. I know now that there is relatively few Soviet units here. They have a KV tank. Oh, that's scary. 20 ground defense, but maybe we can capture this thing. It's also got a move of 5. That artillery is fairly irrelevant. Maybe we should try to bomb that artillery. That overrun is pretty easy. What are these artilleries, huh? Combat engineers, that's gonna be a pain. Gotta put a unit here if I want to encircle this town. This town is actually more difficult to encircle than it might appear. Wow. Yeah, these anti-air units in this game are much, much, much better. Do a lot of damage. They don't have as many tanks as I thought they would. Buying that pack 38 is it's proving to be a bit of a mistake here. Alright. Maybe I encircle these 2 infantry first and deal with this one later. What are these? Heavy weapon and a regular? I have to go here. Well, the Panzer IV is not afraid of attacks because they can't... the heavy weapon infantry, I suppose, could hurt it, but it shouldn't be able to hurt it very badly. Like, this should do an encirclement, I'm pretty sure, yeah. The major rivers don't count. So, this unit is only really worried about the heavy weapon infantry, which if it wants to leave its force to attack me, I am okay with that. I am very okay with that. This infantry is not going to do much. Now, if I go... How do I make sure I get support? If I go here, this is a heavy weapon infantry. If I go here, it should count as an encirclement, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Alright. Again, I'm not worried about these infantry attacking the panzers in the open. I'm not so worried about these. I'm more worried about that. Might be able to bait one of these regular infantry out to attack me. I cover everything except for this panzer. Kind of want to protect the Panzer IV. Don't have enough fighters for that. Shut down a MiG. This is a strategic bomber. They have another fighter up there. That's all I saw. It's real tempting to start doing some damage, but the Panzer IV is also pretty valuable and vulnerable. We can deal with their bombers next turn. Can I rebase anywhere? No. I mean, there is value to start bombing these, but that MiG could be a problem. So I will be a little careful. Alright, what sort of units I got? Strategic bomber. Can't rebase it because I think that's a dirt airfield, or maybe it's full or something. I kinda don't want to use this because I could just get swarmed by fighters. Took down one. I need to take down some more. It's not a particular rush. I'll just wait. The bridge engineer, for now, I don't think needs to do anything. Sit put. You can sit put. Sit put. All right. This position's an interesting one. Could move the tank over like this. Move the infantry over there. You know, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I kind of want to use the recon troops a little bit. Oh, the recon troops has a ground defense of 10. It's 4. This thing 6. I don't think it's gonna do much. Oh, elite reinforcements are pretty expensive, but I feel like I can get more prestige. We're gonna need more pioneer strength points on this map before it's all over. The question is, do I put the recon unit here? So this hex with the artillery is actually completely safe unless this infantry force marches. I don't know if the AI is good enough to like do that. Like, can the AI use force march? Does anyone know? I have no idea. I better put a recon unit there, just for good measure. Alright, we'll move the anti-tank gun up. In hindsight, this is starting to look like a bad purchase for this map. Oh well. Yeah, we're gonna need you, buddy. Elite reinforce. What do I do? I don't think I need more scouting right now. I'm just gonna replace you. Because why not? Ah! Okay. On northern front. Cavalry is by far the most dangerous unit. We gotta get rid of that. These infantry, they're still encircled. They can't do anything. Yeah, take the bridge hex. I want to prevent Soviet reinforcements from coming through, if at all possible. So we gotta start attacking. Huh. Encirclements and counter encirclements, huh? Ah, there we go. Alright. We don't have to attack this unit anymore. It's gonna go down to completely suppressed next turn. Okay. Well, I definitely want to run you out. As far as I'm concerned, there's no great rush. If I leave my infantry encircled for a turn, that is okay. We'll do a little swap here. Gotta watch out for that anti-tank. And what is the move on this thing? 2. Alright, well, these infantry could theoretically attack that recon and kill it, but that's fine. Okay. All of this should be dealt with next turn. What's more important, the forest or the city? I feel like we need to clear out the city as fast as possible. Boy, I like these encirclement tactics. Alright, next turn. Let's see what happens. It's a good thing I thought the Soviets might do something like this. We'll probably attack the recon unit now. Oh no, they want to attack the Panzer. That is perfectly fine. Oh, I didn't have enough units to provide that air cover. That's unfortunate. That's fine. My Stuka is going to take it, but yeah, this is why I wanted to do something like this. You gotta stop the Soviets from crossing that river. Okay. Yeah, I'm afraid of that, but not sure what can be done without ring. Oh, the anti-tank guns stay put. Huh. How foolish. That cavalry's dealt with. This tank is on really bad terrain. All right, lots to do here. Number one, it's time to start the steamroller. What is this thing? Strategic bomber. We can take care of that. Can take care of that artillery. We'll be in good shape. These units being encircled like this, they're going to be so weak soon enough. If we encircle this unit for one more turn, it's going to get down to 1 strength, so it'll be completely useless. If we can capture this airfield, that would be a major blow. Well, are there any more fighters? I feel like the fighters should be the priority, but no fighters near the front. I could send 2 BF-109s to take care of this thing. This thing's actually, perhaps, the tactical bomber is probably the most annoying of their units. And then this thing. They've got some T-28s. Not clearing out this infantry makes an advance a little risky. This strategic bomber, from what I recall, was based over here. So, I do think I should prioritize the tactical bomber. Some mass attack bonuses in. Alright, it's basically dealt with. It's got 1 strength point left. Can't do much. Yes. Those 2 cavalry are both dealt with, and we know from scouting that there's nothing else. We need to take that airfield hex. Then can redeploy. Can't encircle that city, but we'll deal with it next turn. Pull the recon unit back a little bit. Hey, if you want to leave your city to take the airfield back, I am okay with that, buddy. Alright. This artillery should be fairly easy to deal with. I'm worried this Italian tank is just gonna get destroyed by the Soviet infantry. I think we wait here one more turn until this thing is so weakened that I can send even a bridge engineer to take care of you. Force you to retreat here where we finish you off. That seems smart. Yeah, next turn it should be so weak a bridge engineer could deal with you. Thinking these two infantry should also be a priority to wipe out, along with this artillery. If I can take care of that anti-aircraft gun, it will also be very, very useful. Heavy weapon, regular. Again, I don't know if the AI can use force march. I've never seen it do it, but AI can be a sneaky, sneaky thing sometimes. I feel like take that thing out. Ah, I was hoping for an overrun, but if I go here, what is this? Whoo, this T-28 has a ridiculous amount of soft attack. I would need to put a Pak-38 like here. Well, this infantry is a raw recruit, and I don't mind if you take a lot of damage. In fact, it's a good thing for this unit to take a lot of damage. So, sure. Still gonna make sure you get adequate support, mind you, but... you can be a little patient. One, two, three, four, yeah. If it wants to attack the infantry, I'm okay with that, but I don't want it to attack the recon unit if at all possible. One, two, three, four. So I have to put you. Yeah. Okay, doke. Was I gonna put you there? Where was I gonna put you? Hold on. So this infantry absolutely needs AT support, without question. And it needs artillery support, so something like this. Can't leave the recon unit out front like that. That's pretty suicidal. I want to start moving right here. Pull the recon unit back a little bit. Move Pioneer up like that, but Pioneers are not good in open, and they're so expensive. I'm just gonna let the Pioneers chill, perhaps. I'm gonna go here. but then I'm on a very vulnerable hex. I don't see any rush. We'll deal with these infantry next turn. Alright. Same thing over here. Deal with all of this next turn. We have so many turns. Wow, okay, this infantry can be dealt with next turn effectively. What if I move my pioneers? No, they're not good cross-country. You might want to buy one half-track. Feels bad not using the JU. Okay. We can do at least this. Infantry will be a little weaker next turn too. Again, they do have some fighters left, so I'm not gonna use my units. Wait. Just wait with the Pioneer. There's no rush. Ah, okay, the northern front. We gotta take out this cavalry. One, two, three, four. Okay, so. Alright. Next. We can just wait one more turn for these two units, and then we'll deal with them. Oh, Pioneers now. We don't want to risk the Pioneers in open field. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Trying to get as many mass attack bonuses as possible. Alright, this unit is basically wrecked. These units we'll deal with next turn. I'll retreat the recon unit. How much is it to reinforce it? 55? I don't even want to spend that prestige. Well, do something like this. I want to protect the Panzer more than anything else, and the artillery. In theory, this unit could come over here and hit the artillery. So let's do some... Oh, what if there are some Soviet units in the fog? I've been burned by that quite a few times already. Is this still encircled? Yes. Okay. There we go. Oh, wait, hold on. That is not encircled. Why not? The off-map supply is very confusing. I think the recon unit has to be back over here or something to keep up the encirclement. Whatever. I think, but... Well, we're gonna have to take some sort of risk, right? Like, there's no way around not taking some sort of risk. And of all the risk, I feel this is probably the safest. There we go. Okay. These two we'll deal with next turn. The central position here. I do want to bring up some... I do have some infantry. be ideal to use these pioneers. Maybe I do move them up here. We have an 88 gun covering it. This 88 gun is, you do not have any heroes. Is there any way I could do some other trick? Okay, I'm gonna do a little trick here. This feels a little cheating, but I'm gonna put a recon plane on top of this hex just to protect the pioneer from air attack. Do you want to shoot down my recon plane? Go ahead, buddy. I don't care. Does seem a little silly, but I want to move my pioneer up. Alright, no need to use the other air units. Should I rebase maybe a unit there? Could be vulnerable to fighter attack. I don't like that. I'm realizing if I want to use more fighters and bombers, I might need more... I mean, if I want to use more bombers, I might need more fighters. Unless I'm willing to take a lot of damage repairing them. Do I move this grouping up? This will cover it like that, which is good. But then that unit is not covered. Probably better. I could move the Italian unit up, but... honestly, this unit is going to be so weak, it's going to be irrelevant. Do I... what is this, a heavy weapon infantry? You know what? When you swap two units, does this break the encirclement, by the way? Yes, okay, so we can't do that. When you swap two units, they lose their movement, or how do you... I know you have to hold down a command, but what happens when you swap? I used it earlier. I just can't remember what the technical change is on the units. So, like, I want to move this tank over here and this tank over here. But, you know, it's such a minor thing. I'm not going to bother about it. We're just going to wait. Got a lot of time left in this mission. Ah, yes. Yeah, I thought the AI might do something like that. Really? That two-string point, okay. I gotta watch out. Wow, some AI use a suicidal attack. Even with artillery cover and encircled, the AI infantry can do tons of damage. My decision to take this bridgehead was a pretty good one. Oh, T-34! That's a problem. Alright. This Panzer took a slight beating, but we're okay. I did not have cover. I thought they would move to attack the infantry, but I guess not. I was worried they might move their infantry out to attack my infantry as well. It was hard to get a comprehensive cover. Well, the good news is this unit abandoned its fortifications, so it can't do much. This 88 gun, I did not want it to take such high damage. Shouldn't it have like minus 20% accuracy? I want to check the combat log. Regular. Blah blah blah. Regular. Effective number of shots 3. Effective experience or accuracy 47. It just got lucky, and my suppression didn't do much because it was already so suppressed. Losing those 2 strength points is actually super bad. It's so expensive, these units. Alright, well. I think I'll play one more turn here, and then it'll be time to pause the video. Ooh. And the front is very complicated right now. I would also like to force some surrenders, if at all possible. That T-34, I don't think we're going to force that to surrender. I think we just want to bomb it and wreck it. Yeah. Well, it's not impossible to force a surrender. I need okay, I think this is a good place to pause the video. Thank you for watching. Until next time.